Welcome to Coffee with the Supervisor. And today we're going to be talking with the head honcho of United Way. Theresa, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Ed.
Okay, I know United Way helps so many people in so many different ways. And of course, we contributed to it here, and you give out the T-shirts that Mission United or something of that nature. And I get them every year, and I'm a big supporter. And we also have payroll deductions. So United Way is a way we can help a lot of charities by giving to one charity. Is that not correct?
That's part of the work that we do. Yeah, we've expanded greatly, but we still raise money and give some dollars out and grants out to organizations really impacting communities in a big way.
And that's important to know. And most importantly, most recently, you're going to become one of our partners, and we're going to be partnering with the state to help push out emergency rental assistance. Tell us a little bit about that.
So we started this journey, right, as everybody did when pandemic occurred over a year and a half ago. And the United Way raised a little bit more than $3 million. And our relationship certainly dates to when the Commissioner, Allison Carpy, is over there in Health and Human Services. She's been a great partner with us. And we started our Safe at Home strategy for seniors and helped hundreds of seniors during the pandemic while they're in their homes, be safe in their homes, and have done a lot of evaluations in those homes, have done some, grab rails and air filtration units, and a lot to help Brookhaven seniors get through a really, really tough time. So from that, it's sort of morphed now into this ERA program, which is the Emergency Rental Assistance Program that the state, federal government has out. The state has pushed out a fair amount of money to the region to make sure that we've got people who are in rental units able to afford, and if they've had some disruption during the pandemic, to make sure now that there's an opportunity for them to apply. So the United Way has a very robust partnership system within the town of Brookhaven. A lot of agencies that we fund and support. We've got maybe about 15 different organizations that are going to work with us in a communication strategy to make sure we hit the neighborhoods. And we're hitting the neighborhoods where people are renting, where people are struggling. And in addition to give them information about how to apply and if they qualify for the program, we'll be handing out gift cards to various grocery stores and making sure that people are okay and hopefully back on their feet, and have some great programs and projects to make sure they get back on their feet.
Right now is the time to apply for emergency rental assistance. And if you're of low and moderate income, you could qualify for up to 12 months of rent that if you hadn't paid, because there's a moratorium, so you're not going to get evicted, but that's coming to an end in August. That's why it's important that if you're behind, apply for the program, help the tenant, help the landlord. And you're one of the agencies that helping people fill out applications.
Right, I think there's about 8 or 9.
Thank you enough.
Yeah, thank you. I think about 8 or 9 organizations that have been selected. We're grateful to be a part of that, journey. The program just opened up June 1st. So we're busy with your team and under Allison's leadership to make sure we're pushing out to all the nooks and crannies, to everybody in Brookhaven, to make sure they take advantage of this opportunity. Absolutely.
Well, we want to make sure if anyone's eligible that they apply and they get the funding. We want to make sure that everyone that's eligible gets the funding here in Brookhaven. And that's why we need partners like the United Way, because they have such a great job in reaching out into the community. Tell me about your Safe Home program that you've helped run.
Sure. So I think the best way to say this, Ed, is that, when we looked at the early stages of the pandemic back last February, now a year ago, February, so quite a long time ago, our first initial push was how do we help people who are unemployed prior to unemployment benefits really being out in a robust way. So we quickly, after about 3 or 4 months, when we got into the summer, when unemployment benefits started kicking in and people could get into the portal and there wasn't craziness with the systems crashing because thousands and thousands of people applying the same day, we moved into the strategy of helping seniors across the region. And in every community, and every time there's a crisis and a disaster, the response is different. When we knew that a lot of people being isolated and shut in and not necessarily able to come out. And this is prior, obviously, to December-ish of 2020 with or 2021 with the vaccine. We really were able to mount the forces and hire community navigators to go into people's homes, deliver the groceries that they need, make sure their doctor's appointments were current. If they didn't know how to operate technology, you can get on a Zoom call with a doctor, touch base with their family, and just we also did a lot of home evaluations in those seniors' homes. And now today, we're busy putting grab rails in for accessibility into the bathrooms. And we've noticed, a lot of things in people's homes and not necessarily able to take care of from a safety precaution because there might not be the money in the household to do it. A lot of seniors living on their Social Security on a fixed income. A lot of people don't have pensions, and we're making sure that we're able at least to do some home modifications with the private money that we've raised as well, in partnership with the town to help these seniors go forward. So we had about 150 different families during the cycle, and the town of Brookhaven was able to find some additional resources. So we're going to be approved for another $50,000 for the next 6 months or so to really continue that help and help those seniors get back.
Because we have programs through community development, block grant funding, to help seniors of low to moderate income do necessary repairs in their home. We have a program for ramps, we have a program for retrofitting bathrooms, etc. So we love working with United Way because you can do the outreach and we can find the money somehow to do this. And
it's a good partnership because we were in the home, so we could do the evaluations, and it sort of cut down on, the back and forth. And actually, for seniors during this time, having any stranger come into their home was real difficult, right? So the least that we could accommodate the flow of traffic, if you will, in and out of people's homes, the better off for the seniors and their safety. And now we've sort of moved into the vaccination, making sure that all these clients have had an opportunity to be vaccinated if they want to be vaccinated. And we have a Lyft, a rideshare program that is a grant that we've also got for transportation free to and from vaccination appointments. So every senior that we've touched, we've made sure that the availability of all our resources has been put in front of them in a way where they could sort of walk through that door if they'd like to take part in the services.
That's extremely helpful, particularly the vaccinations. And I know we're moving into the warmer summer months, but let's go back a little bit to the colder months. You ran a program called Project Warmth. Tell us something about that.
Yeah, so Project Warmth is something that the United Way, I think probably maybe 25 years, started as the only private funded mechanism to help people with their emergency heating assistance in the winter months. So we open up this program every year on around December 1st, carry through to the winter. And I think last year we were able to help over 410 households in Brookhaven Township with the assistance, and people got up to $500 of emergency, whether it's oil to heat their home or help pay down their gas, and in some cases electric. We just actually spent some time out in the Poospatuck Reservation as well. We helped about 10 families out there with kerosene or whatever people are heating with,
propane, kerosene.
Propane, where we're
Leisure
trying
Village, it's all electric. So,
right. So we're really able to, during those months, keep people from being even terminated with their utility as well. We're able to work with families to make sure that they come into a payment plan that's appropriate, that they can afford, that they can get through the year. And especially with older people in the house, people who are medically dependent on equipment, young children. We want to make sure that as many Long Islanders stay safe, and especially during the cold winter months. So we raised about $600,000 from the program, from private foundations and people and resources. So you had mentioned in the beginning of the program that, you know, part of what United Way does is we raise money through payroll deduction through the workplace to help really good organizations who aren't necessarily as well known get the support that they need to do the community work and outreach.
You're
So
like the umbrella.
yeah, so
You're
we
like an
have
umbrella
about,
of all these agencies. You coordinate them. When a request comes in, you know which agency to send it to.
right. So if in fact, you know, people have obviously died during this pandemic, and we've helped a lot of people with funeral expenses.
So sad.
Just got something in front of me where a young man, he just lost his dad and his mom died 4 years ago, cancer. He's 18. So his neighbor called looking, how can we make sure that, you know, we help him with the things that relate to mortgage and all the other things that are in front of this 18-year-old. So I think that, you know, we just serve as that catalyst and convener, and of the $16 million operations budget that the United Way has, about 14 million of what we do is now direct. The fuel fund is direct, or safe at home projects direct, and about $2 million of our resources and grants goes out to this umbrella type approach for community-based organizations to continue to do the fine work that they do, because we have to value both. We value, you know, our signature projects and our programs, the things that we're doing with veterans. You mentioned our Mission United shirt, raise a few $100,000 a year for emergency financial assistance for vets.
I have a
And
number of those shirts, so keep
yeah,
on.
no, they'll be
keep that
back. Don't
program
worry, we're
going.
not done with them yet.
Uh,
Well, we'll have version 10.
If I'm someone that thinks they could get be helped by United Way, or I know a friend that could be helped by United Way, where would they go? What number would they call? What web page would they go to? That type of thing, so people know how to reach you.
Our website is unitedwayli.org. That's the easiest way. And the other very, very easy way is dialing 211 on your phone. It is a
Really, 211.
24/7, it is a 24/7 federally qualified licensed number. United Way operates the 211 call center, so people can call 24 hours a day. Also, the phone is answered in up to 300 languages. I had no idea there are 300 languages, but that are actually spoken. But we have a call center and live people there who answer that call. And if so, someone needs help, whether it's daycare or suicide hotline or domestic violence, or, you know, you name the, you know, vaccine, an appointment, there's a centralized database that we run with Middle Country Library, which is also, you know, in your neck of the woods there in the town of Brookhaven.
Yes, it is. It's a great
fund that
library.
data.
It's one of the great library. We have a number of great libraries, and that's one of them. But
Yeah, we fund that database system. It's got about 10,000 active programs. So it's
wow.
not a paper directory. So this is something that we've put a lot of support into, and the state supports as well through a grant that we get from New York State to make sure that people are able to access the 211 information referral services.
I want to thank you for taking the time to just so briefly touch on so many of the things that you do. And we didn't even get into talking about the agencies that you help and all the agencies you reach out to under the umbrella of United Way. Theresa, you do a great job. You're one of our key safety nets for the people that live on Long Island that need help. So if you're in need of help, United Way is where to turn, and they can direct you either to their services or the services of another agency that operates under their umbrella. Theresa, thank you for all you do. Please give my best to all the people that work for United Way and tell them how much we appreciate their efforts. And I hope anyone that's listening has an opportunity to contribute to the United Way does so. The money is put to good use to help people truly in need. Thank you, Theresa.
Thanks so much, Ed. Appreciate you and your team, your staff. We are humbled to do this work each and every day. It's work that's very, very important for people, communities, and everybody to stay safe. So God bless you and your team, and appreciate the opportunity to tell the United Way story.